Yeah, I think that's right. It's actually not. It's really not complicated. The idea, any one of the stories is not a complicated story. What's potentially complicated about it is the structure and the way in which you receive the story initially. But quite quickly, you're onto each story watching it, and they're all being told simultaneously and in parallel. So, the thematic links between all of them are very similar. And so you're getting these ideas recurring and being reiterated all the way through. So I don't think it's a massively complex intellectual exercise. It's a fantastic ride, really.
But the ideas are big ideas,
Yeah.
and they're ideas that have been around for a long time. They're not new, but in the context of how they play out and what they maybe make you think about. I mean, I think the best kind of movie stays with you for at least a few days, and really to reframe your world a little bit for a period of time is fun. To go out to dinner and argue about things is fun. To see this film a second time when you hear even more is really a treat. But none of these things about the fact that we're, when you see any kind of a rebellion that has started, or emancipation of slavery, and they all start with individuals. There's so many stories. Every religion says basically the same thing. It's just how it is served up and politicized later. So those things I think are quite familiar, but if it makes you kind of look at your life in the present and anew, then I think it's really great. But basically, it's an adventure story and a love story. Many love stories and many adventure stories. Well, it's very special, and it's a treat to be invited and to have a repertory company in one film and make it film as opposed to theater is pretty special. And I think that the treat that I didn't foresee was just all these actors getting together to throw their egos aside and to play together is really special. And that's the gift of cinema. That's the gift of this life. And I think this utilizes film in a way that you haven't seen before, which is also really special. To be part of something that's groundbreaking the way this is very, very special. It's like, I'm sure the Keir Delay in 2001 must have looked back and go, oh, I didn't even realize that I was, this was going to happen.
Yeah, it was a totally unique and unconventional and thrilling experience, and a wonderful energy that existed on set and in Berlin when we were all there together. It was a really totally unusual project. And
acting camp.
yeah,
we had to go to camp with the Wachowskis.
Absolutely right. Summer acting camp.
Summer acting camp.
Yeah, it was exciting. I started in Glasgow, and we knew the other dudes were down in Mallorca, and we were getting photos from them. They were all on this boat in the sun with sunglasses, and we were up in Glasgow. The first day was a bit rainy, and we sent them photos of us like huddling around the Glasgow streets, like waving. Yeah. So it was kind of extraordinary to know that the same film was starting in two different countries on the same day. And very, very exciting.
And also so many different nationalities of actors.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be able to, what those women did that didn't even speak much English at all in the beginning was so brave and so affecting. And to be so game, I mean, that's really hard, to be jumping around in another language like that.
And to know that Duna and Zhao Jun are such massive stars in their own countries, and yet they're not really known over here at all, and to work with them was really, really thrilling. And so it was a pretty unique experience.